Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to cook the perfect steak. Let's get started.
All right, guys, to start with, we're just going to add some oil to each side and then season pretty generously with salt and pepper. I think if you have a good piece of steak, you don't really need any other seasonings and it will still turn out really good. Another thing you want to do before this step is just take your steak out for 20 or 30 minutes to get to room temperature. Before you start seasoning and adding the oil, you can also just pat the steak dry with some paper towel, but if you forget, it's no big deal. I love black pepper, so I'm going to add a fair amount, but if you're not a huge fan, you can add less or not even add any at all. But it helps get like a really nice crust and it tastes really good in my opinion. All right, now I'm going to preheat the pan to medium high, and while I'm waiting for the pan to heat up, I'm just going to take out some thyme, crush some garlic, and then also get some butter out. And I'm doing this just because I'm going to baste the steak later, and I want to have all the stuff out and ready to use. All right, so our pan is nice and hot. I'm just going to add some oil now, and then we can cook this beautiful steak. Moment of truth, we're going to flip the steak over. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes, and yeah, it looks really nice. We have a good color right now. We're just going to cook the other side for another 3 or 4 minutes and then see how it's doing. I'm also just going to get the sides of the steaks and brown them as well. All right, we've been cooking this beauty for 7 or 8 minutes. We're just going to add the butter, the crushed garlic and thyme from earlier into the pan. And then we're just going to baste it a little bit and then flip it around and baste the other side as well. Should have mentioned this earlier, but the garlic you can just leave unpeeled. Also, it smells so good in the kitchen right now. Basting the steak was a little bit difficult here just because the camera was right in front of my face. That being said, we still managed. All right, now I'm going to flip the steak over and just feel the steak and see how firm it is and if it's cooked. You can also just use a thermometer and get the temperature. You don't want all that thyme and garlic infused butter to go to waste, so I'm just going to pour that on the steak and then let it rest for about 10 minutes. While the steak is resting, I'm just going to chop up some parsley. I'm also going to slice some radishes after, and this is completely optional. I just think it makes the steak look nice and pretty when you're done. I'm just going to cut some thin slices with my knife, but what you can also do if you have a mandolin is just use that, and it's a lot easier. Be careful if you're using a mandolin though, because those cuts are the worst. I forgot to click record when I was slicing the steak, which is a bit unfortunate, but here's the steak. What I'm going to do now is just add the chopped parsley, and then also I'm just going to add those slices of radish just along the side. This is also completely optional. If you're hungry, I do not blame you if you just go in and start eating the steak right away. I think it does look pretty nice though if you're trying to show off. The last thing I'm going to do is just drizzle on a little bit of olive oil.
Yeah, all right, everybody. I just finished cooking the steak. Everything turned out pretty well. I'm just going to do a little taste test and let you guys know how it is. Tastes really good, seasoned well, and it's tender. I'm pretty happy with that. Definitely, if you're going to learn how to cook anything, I recommend it being how to cook a good steak. Thanks for watching, everybody. Think about liking the video and maybe subscribing. Bye.